Scorpio, hi. So this is going to be a reading for January 15th through the 21st. And I'll take a look into your recent past, your current energies, and your immediate future. And then I'll close it off with a couple of cards from the universe for you. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended at the end of the video. You can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. For those of you that are dealing with Capricorns, you will be happy to know that this is the second week in a row where I called you a Capricorn when I started the video. And I was convinced of it, and I was seeing Scorpio in my mind's eye, and then I'm like, yeah, no, I still said Capricorn. So that'll make you happy. For those of you that don't, you probably have some Capricorn in your chart somewhere. And for those of you that don't even have that, then it doesn't matter. Anyways, let's see, Scorpio, what's going on here? Oh, there's a Capricorn right after your card. Okay, so interesting. The overall energy for the reading. How is this possible? The Six of Wands. I'm like, oh, okay, they're feeling good about something. And then I look at the reading and I'm like, about what? What about? What is in here that makes them feel so good? Let's see. In the recent past, the Nine of Wands, the Five of Cups, the Four of Cups. That's definitely not an energy that made you feel good. Not at all. Quite upset, quite disappointed, really regretful there, and really not wanting to deal with any of that. It made you feel all of that. Something made you feel all of that, and you're like, I don't want to, no, I'm not even going to look at that. No, 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 no. Which made the situation probably 10,000 times worse, you know, to address it at some point. And I feel like you're still kind of dealing with the repercussions of that. In the current situation, the Three of Swords, the Three of Pentacles, the Death card. You're showing me a partnership. You're showing me things went really south, like really, really south, and it could be done and over with. Whatever kind of partnership this is. For now, you're kind of showing it to me as a friendship, but maybe it's something else. I don't know. In the immediate future, the Devil card. There's your Capricorn. The Ace of Cups and the Four of Wands. Now, that's something to be feeling good about. You are showing me commitment. There is love here. I'm unsure about what's going on with that devil energy there. So we'll just kind of leave it at that. So let's clarify. And when we get there, we'll see what's up with it. Because I don't want to go in any kind of direction with that yet. All right. Let's do the Six of Wands. The Seven of Swords, the Nine of Cups, the Temperance card. Oh, okay. So that's what would be, what makes you feel good here. The fact that you decided to move on from something, to walk away from something, and that you know that eventually you'll be fine. You know, you're going to be all right here. You're going to get back into balance. You're going to be happy. You're going to be good. Well, that's a reason to feel good about it, you know? Okay, good. Because I'm like, that doesn't, I'm looking at the reading, I'm looking at that energy, and I'm like, what's going on here? Usually when I see so much energy of this context, I don't get people being happy about what's in the future, you know, for them. They kind of are stuck on what's going on here, but that's a beautiful perspective you've got there. For the Nine of Wands in the recent past, you get the King of Wands, the Emperor, the Page of Cups. Yeah, it gave you rejecting all of everything that you felt there in the past about a situation, gave you a false sense of, I'm fine. The fact that I don't want to deal with this places me into this, oh, I'm so fine, I'm so happy, I'm so good. It's not even funny, I'm doing good. Okay. If that's what you told yourself there. Let's do the Five of Cups. Ace of Swords, King of Pentacles, Five of Cups. And there you are, trying to focus on something else. you know, something where it's just you and you, maybe your work there by the looks of it, or just kind of trying to maybe go in a direction of, I'll start up this project, or I'll do, you know, something in the physical that you can really invest yourself in, that you can really put yourself there on the spot with that. Now, the problem is, as you do that, you think that you don't have to deal with whatever brought you that sadness, that disappointment, that whatever that was. And the thing is, I still see that energy there, you know. Yes, you may convince yourself that if you keep yourself busy long enough, then you don't have to think about this situation right here, but it's always there. It's kind of like, think of it as you're right here, and this is just a bugging little happening in the back of your mind there, you know, constantly. So I'm like, how the hell did you even focus if that's the case? And I know, and believe me, it was hard. Yeah. Must have been. Let's do the Four of Cups, the Eight of Wands, the Five of Swords, the Four of Cups. Man, you're showing me something there. What you're disappointed about in this whole situation. I don't know what the situation was that you dealt with. I'm going to assume it's something romantic, or if not, something family, tied up to family. But you're giving me a sense of lies, like what was said in the situation was all a lie. You know, I love you. Oh, they're a liar. They don't love me. They don't, you know, no. Why would they say that when they don't mean it? And they do, you know, their actions show something completely different than their words. Like a lot in words, a lot of in what was said was a lie. That's where the disappointment is coming from here, a lot. Man, there's a lot of sadness there with that. And a lot of just anger, just turning all into anger, you know? Not great energy to store and to not want to look at. Let's do the Three of Swords. In the current situation, you still don't want to deal with it. For the Three of Swords, you get the Seven of Wands, the Two of Pentacles, the Magician, and I see you wanting to move on from it, which, okay, yeah, there's, you know, if you believe that, okay, I'm done here, it ran its course, let me move on, great. You don't want to deal with all of that energy that piled up in there, pain, disappointment, regret, all sorts of energy like that just kind of built up and built up and built up. And now you're at the point of, I want to move on. I'm tired of this. I want to move on. And you feel like you can't. And you feel like you can, not because you can't physically, because you can't pick yourself up and go and do stuff. But remember what I told you when, how are you even focusing? How are you gonna start living your day-to-day life in a different way when this background noise is always going to be there? Don't you think you have to work on that so that you don't hear that anymore? Because it just gets bigger and bigger. The more you don't want to deal with this, the bigger it gets. And the more it's going to prevent you from moving on, as much as you want to move on here, because that's what I'm seeing is happening here. So you're kind of showing me, I don't even know what's next. I don't even know what I want. I don't even know what to talk to the universe about what I want. And it's not because you don't know. You definitely know, but you don't know because you're blocked from it, from all of the noise of that you choose not to deal with. Let's do the Three of Pentacles. The High Priestess, the Six of Swords, the Star. Yeah, you're definitely keeping your distance. But you're keeping your distance not only from the pain that this brought, the person that's associated with this. You're also keeping yourself at a distance from people that care about you in general. And I don't know if you realize that. You know, because you're struggling here and you're going through whatever, it's almost like you're hiding what you're going through. And because you're hiding that, you know, if someone that's close to you is going to see you, they're going to spot it right away. Or they're going to ask questions and you're like, you don't want to be bothered. God forbid someone brought this up when you don't want to deal with this, right? So I'm not completely sure that you're doing it consciously. This whole, I'm going to keep my distance from my people. But you're kind of doing it. Your intuition seems to be there. So it feels like at least part of you, 50% of you, is doing it consciously, where you're deciding, not a good idea to see my best friend today or tomorrow, you know. For the Death card, you get the Nine of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, the Ten of Wands. You're taking this on all on your own. You're like, I can do this. I can push through, and I'll get through this. And you will. You definitely will. It will still be completely on you. It's your load to bear, to carry, right? If you allow your friends to come in, or whoever's close to you that you're keeping at a distance, it might make it a little easier, but it's still yours to push through or to pull through or whatever you want to do about it. The only thing that would make it a little easier to deal with would be if you start addressing it. The more you run from it and try to push from it and pretend it's not even there, this heavy load that you carried for so long about the situation and you don't want to look at it, the harder it's going to get. It's going to feel like Mission Impossible for you. You know what I mean? And I see a lot of you knowing that and still choosing to not deal with it. And it just makes it harder to deal with, and it makes it more painful to deal with as time passes and the more you reject it, basically. So let's do the Devil in the immediate future. Ooh, what is this? The Sun, the Page of Wands, the Ace of Cups. There could be a Capricorn here. It's definitely showing up like a brand new energy. Like, where did this come from? Potential for good things here, really good things. It could be coming from an energy that didn't carry that potential at all, and overnight it turns into, this is interesting. This is an interesting plot twist. Let's see the Ace of Cups. The Nine of Wands, the Four of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands. You're like, nah, it's okay. You know, yeah, it may have potential, but let's still kind of have fun with it. Let's not really open up to it. Let's kind of have fun with it. Which, okay, if that's what you want to do here, okay. Let's do the Four of Wands. Oh, man. Three of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, the World card. You gotta complete this. Whatever this is and wherever this is going. And this is looking like it has the potential to go in a really, really nice place. The energy seems new. The person that brings the energy might not be new. They could be, they could not be. You're giving me a sense of the energy coming through from a place of like familiar, like you know it. You dealt with it, but in a very different way before this. All of this needs to be solved. All of everything we talked about in the reading before this energy shows up needs to be taken care of. If you bring all of this here, the story is going to change completely here. This is a beautiful energy of potential for something really, really nice. Maybe that's why you're like, we'll just have fun with it, because, you know, you're kind of cleaning up through here. Hopefully that's what you're doing. And that's why I'll give you a pass for this one. But for your own sake, I would recommend to really start looking in this direction and stop rejecting whatever's coming through from this situation, because it's preventing you from moving on. And then this energy is just around the corner. You might miss it, you might not, I don't know. If it's meant to be in your life, it's going to come back around, even if you do miss it, or even if things get affected by whatever's going on here. But for your own sake, for future references, please start taking care of this. Stop rejecting it, whatever it is. Let's see what the universe has. The Six of Swords, the Six of Cups, the Star. You want to, but you want to too. But you want to through a different way. You want to move on. But you don't want to do it in a way that benefits you. That's the only difference. You want to do it in a way of pretending it never even existed in your life, and good riddance, we're done. No, it created a whole lot of energy for you, and not of the great kind. And this energy is going to follow you till the end of the world, to wherever you want to go. You know, till the day you die, if you don't freaking take care of it. And it's going to affect whatever experience you have from here on out in not the greatest way. So no, with that, we're on the same page. You're moving on. You're getting past it. Great. It's in the how where you and I don't see things in the same way. You know, you just want to skip it. Like, let's go. Let's move on. As if nothing ever happened. And I keep on shoving your face in it. Like, no, you can't do that. You know what I mean? And it's just because, again, I know it's going to affect you in your future with pretty much everything. So you gotta do it. And you know you gotta do it. So anyways, that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.